When I was a little girl, I was this 64 color crayon box with a sharpener in the back. But you see, as the years went on, my cardboard dimensions and crayon selections, they were taken away one by one, leaving me now with this tiny paper rectangle filled with barely anything but the primary colors. You see, Webster's dictionary defines beauty as the quality of being physically attractive. But really, is beauty something that you can see? Because I don't think that it is. I believe that beauty is something that you can feel, not see with your eyes. Helen Keller found the world beautiful, and yet she was blind. And we struggle to appreciate nature, to appreciate ourselves. We show little girls and little boys pictures of models in their Photoshop perfection, and we expect them to start narrowing down their crayon selection, to contort their bodies, and to starve themselves. It's disgusting what we teach them. You know, I remember when I thought that I was beautiful. Do you remember what it was like when you had so many dreams because you thought that you were the only person in the world so amazing because God, He had constructed your being? Do you remember when you chose your friends based off of how much they laughed? And not how visibly attractive they were, but you see, the problem is we can't see where it stops. The transition, it's invisible to us. The innocence of a child is something that I wish that I had back, because now I judge and I compare my image in the mirror to the people on the magazines, forgetting that what I see isn't the true reality, forgetting that I don't have to be like them because our society worships the wrong kind of beauty. You see, we live in this age of conformity, a world in which beauty overrides the brain, making us lose the special talents and the extra colors and the sharpener that we once had. So all of us were just left with the yellow, green, blue, and red. But what about the periwinkle? But no, that was taken away at age 8 the first time someone said you weren't like them. You see, we venerate those with thigh gaps, flat stomachs, white teeth, and those who have no blemishes, who can afford to buy sports cars and mansions, keeping all of their money for themselves instead of being generous. But what about the true beauty in philanthropy and giving back? Or is it more important to be the dictionary's definition of beautiful than to have beauty within? You see, a 64 pack of crayons holds within it surprises of glitters, neons, and colors that we don't even know the names of. And those 60 crayons that we've lost throughout living life, they will never truly be ours again because the cardboard shreds left will never allow for them to fit back in. So what do we do in a society that tries to create such narrow-minded folk? Do we rebel and try to break the spell? Or do we allow for this cycle to continue? Well, I believe that we can overcome society's pressures and change the definition of beautiful. And with that, we will allow for children to be 64 color crayons and a sharpener forever.